That is a very big rock. Hey everyone, we're here at Mech and Test Play, and welcome back to Pokemon FireRed version.
Last time, we made it here to the entrance of Repel's effect wore off. Interesting timing! We made it to the Seafoam Islands. And now we're going to enter
the big rock.
The Seafoam Islands.
It looks like snow.
Immediately run back and forth, looking for the new Pokemon who can be found here. It's not you.
It's not you. Why does it look like snow?
Oh, it's cold.
Why?
It's cold out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all seafoam. I could have grabbed that item just then. I didn't.
Oh, I thought you were intentionally not grabbing it. It's a Psyduck.
I am intentionally not grabbing it because today we're not actually going to go through the Seafoam Islands. There's a prize at the end of this that we're not ready to look at yet.
All right, and we've got Zubat. Zubat here. No, I'm kidding. Part of the Bat family. Please watch other Pokemon rival runs to understand my frustration.
Oh my gosh, really? It's the most common thing on this first floor, I'm pretty sure, is what I'm looking for.
No, the most common thing on this first floor is Psyduck.
I mean, so far.
And or 10-year-old kid.
That's very common here. Would you seriously? It's at least a 30% encounter. At least.
That's insane.
Like, my goodness. Why, game? Why you no give me?
Psyduck!
I'm so frustrated. So much frustration.
We're gonna cut ahead until we find it.
Okay, so we looked it up, and he's not on this first floor. I was mistaken! But he is quite common on this floor, I believe. So we're just taking the very quick ladders down, not collecting items, not looking anywhere. We're just gonna keep running into Zubats, apparently.
Apparently.
Because we just want to find this one little thing.
I wonder how often we say apparently. Like, I feel like we say it a lot.
I agree.
Like, in our personal lives and in, like, Let's Play World. Let's Play World.
Let's Play World. So true.
Yes.
We so do.
We do.
And finally, here he is. Seel is an adorable Pokemon. I'm just leading with that. Okay, Seel here is a pure water type Pokemon who will evolve into a water and ice type Dugong. Let's start with his positives. Seel and Dugong are bulky water types. Not exactly who you first think of when you get the bulky water types, but they are fairly bulky. And, you know, can have thick fat so that...
Just because he has a big butt doesn't mean he should be bulky.
He's a Seel, he's got blubber. He's also pretty good with his mixed offenses, having decent stats overall, including speed. He's got okay speed. And he's mostly a reliable Pokemon. You can put in Seel or Dugong against many things. Water Ice is a fantastic offensive type combination. And, you know, he can actually make use of it, learning the Ice type moves that he needs and having Surf by the time you can get them. It's pretty good. However, his downsides do exist. He has very limited coverage. He's basically just his own stab moves. And he has kind of little power. He doesn't quite have the offensive stats that he needs. He's also directly outclassed. Literally everything Dugong can do, Lapras can do better, while also having more options. So it does hurt him a little bit in the end. But his coverage options do include Ice, Water, and Normal type moves, and he's a solid Pokemon. If you still don't have a Water type at this point, I would definitely recommend Seel. So Seel gets a solid and reliable 7 out of 10 for in-game use. And of course, we're gonna catch him because he's a Seel.
He's got a cute little tail.
He's got a cute little
tail. They look like little feet.
Yeah, this is true. This is so true.
I mean, I think it definitely over water types, I would definitely pick a Lapras. Like, if you didn't have a water point at this point in the game, like, I would definitely pick Lapras.
Yeah.
Over Seel. But Seel is still so cute.
He's so cute. Like,
I think if I was an actual, like, if Pokemon were real, I'd have a Seel.
Yeah.
And if we were allowed to have a Seel. Like, we can't have Seel in real life, so if, like, would Seel be one of those Pokemon you couldn't have as a pet? I don't know.
But he is adorable.
Yes.
And, but like you just saw, he just used a super effective move and it barely did that damage.
Yeah.
So, I still have great balls. Not using the Master Ball and this asleep hurt Seel.
Yeah, no.
No.
No, that'd be a waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It absolutely would.
Yes.
But we caught us a Seel. Nice to have.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a babe.
What a babe. And then we are immediately leaving the Seafoam Islands.
Run!
So yeah, Seel is more frequently caught on the lower levels. And yes, so there's a prize at the end of the Seafoam Islands. It's a legendary Pokemon. We're going to be covering the Seafoam Islands when we do the puzzle to get to the legendary Pokemon. That's how I decided to cover the legends here. And now we're going to do something very similar to what we just did. Because it's time to head back to Rock Tunnel.
Rock Tunnel!
Rock Tunnel! Because there's another area that we've been able to access since we got the ability to surf that we have not been to yet.
Why?
Because there's a legendary Pokemon there.
Why?
Why is there a legendary Pokemon there?
Why?
He likes eating electricity?
Why? It's Zapdos.
I know it's a...
If Mike had said yes, Zapdos would be on our team.
I am aware.
1,000,000%. I think he should be. I think that, like, this is the game for him. Again, if I was allowed to put a legendary on the team, he would have been our final team member.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm aware of this.
Sir Oz would have been replaced. No.
Yes. Sir Oz would have been the replacement there. But actually, down here, there's a trainer. Wow, you came all the way here? Maybe you're a Pokemaniac, too. Want to see my collection?
Ooh?
Creepy.
Please have something better than... No
Rhyhorn?
burbs. Rhyhorns are... Yes, fantastic.
Rhyhorn are rare. I mean, they're only found in Safari Zone.
It's true, but I was like, if you sent out, like a big chicken or something, I was going to be like, absolutely not.
Just has big chicken.
No birds.
Yeah.
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 You spent a lot of time in the Safari Zone to find one of these things.
Oh no, we found a Rhyhorn fairly quickly. It was everything else.
Fair. It was
we never
everything else. It's a Lickitung.
A Lickitung?
These are great. Like, I'm actually
Yeah.
thoroughly impressed by this trainer.
Yeah. One only in the Safari Zone, one... You fool.
Where did the leftovers go?
They're still on Carly.
Oh.
Yeah, when an item's knocked off, it just doesn't have an effect. But you
Okay.
can see, like, the item thing is still on her.
Oh, okay. So you're not losing that item.
Yeah, unless
But also, that Lickitung just licked our infinite apple, and that made it even grosser.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
So true. But he has more rare Pokemon at home. So we want to go to his house and steal them. But we have arrived at the power plant. Where, again, we will not be doing any of the things in the power plant, but there are 2 new Pokemon who can be found here.
3. Zapdos.
Well.
Zapdos.
So now
Zapdos.
we're in this area. And immediately we find... Oh,
Pikachu!
I was trying to, like, reverse jinx it,
Yes.
I guess.
Pika.
Because there's 2 here. Only in FireRed version.
You
Because the
can
first one is
find-
available in both games. Magnemite. Magnemite here is an electric steel type Pokemon. He is one of the very few Pokemon to ever get a type change from one generation to another, and he was the first one to ever do it, becoming an electric steel type between Gens 1 and Gen 2, because in Gen 1, steel types didn't exist. Beyond that, Magnemite is a solid choice for an electric type. He has great special attack and solid defensive typing. There is not a lot that actually hits his, electric steel combo. It's basically just, well, it's exactly just ground, fire, and fighting. And that's pretty good for an electric type because steel has a lot of resistances. So instead of being just average against certain things, he's actually good against a lot of them. He also has decent defenses and speed. I wouldn't call them great, but they're decent enough. They're usable, especially, on the defensive side once he becomes a Magneton. He can also serve as an annoyer, learning Thunder Wave and Supersonic, and the annoying moves that can slow down an opponent. However, his negatives are very much there. His lack of coverage is the biggest one. For a line that will eventually, when, in one generation he gets a new evolution, he learns a lot of moves that can be very good coverage-wise later on. Right now, he basically has nothing. He can't even use his Steel type effectively, or really at all in an offensive capability. And he also has low HP, which really does hinder his solid defenses. His coverage options do include electric moves and status moves. That's it. But his positives definitely do outweigh his negatives, and if you do need an electric type at this point, I can strongly recommend Magnemite here. So he does get a 7 out of 10 for in-game use, a very average rating. That would have been higher, probably an 8 out of 10 if he was available a bit sooner, because a Steel type against Koga, where poison moves don't affect Steel types at all, that would be very helpful, and Magnemite had that. He would get a higher rating than, oh no.
Oh no. And he's level 22.
Yeah.
The grinding you'd have to do at this point.
Yeah.
Would just be excessive.
Yeah. I mean, you can get him right after you beat Koga, so, before Silphco, if you do it the way we did, or, you could even have parts of the grind left for Fuchsia, so it's not terrible.
True. So if, you want him, get him sooner than this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the second you can.
Yeah. Yeah. But, Magnemite, he does exist.
He does exist.
And now, the only one left. And here is a version exclusive. Oh my gosh, it was the next encounter. I'm so happy,
wow.
Electabuzz! Electabuzz here is a pure electric type Pokemon. He's found only in FireRed version here in the power plant. And as you can see, his level is actually pretty good. If you wanted to add him to the team right away, you could. Let's start with the positives for Electabuzz. He's fast, as many electric types are, but, he certainly meets the qualifications for being a fast Pokemon. And he also has very good mixed attacking stats. He actually has options on both sides as well, giving him pretty decent coverage. He's also very good at inflicting paralysis, with static as an ability, and with, Thunder Wave and the secondary moves for inflicting paralysis all being on him. He's very solid there. However, as much as I'd love to give Electabuzz a very high rating because I love Electabuzz, this is absolutely his weakest generation. He's a little bit fragile and he fades a bit into the late game, but what really hurts him is that one generation from now, he'll have an evolution, Electivire, that makes him much better. And in the generations before this, in Gen 1, he had Speed, which made his critical hit chances higher, which made him better. And in Gen 2, he had access to the Elemental Punches, which made him ridiculous. But in this generation, he doesn't have any of that. He's basically just a standalone Pokemon whose what you see is what you get. Now, he's not a bad Pokemon by any stretch, not at all, but coming a bit late in the game, even though he's an easy plug into your team Pokemon, he's not exactly a powerhouse by the time you get to him, so that does hurt his overall rating. His coverage options, however, do include Electric, Psychic, Fighting, and Normal type moves, which is a very interesting combination. And Electabuzz, even at his weakest, which he is in this gen and in this game, he's still good enough to get a 7 out of 10 for in-game use.
Wow. He's so cool looking.
He is. He just outsped Pi. That doesn't happen all that often. At least with the wild Pokemon.
Fair.
You can take
He looks kind of like a mix between, a Goomba from, Mario and a tiger.
See it. Absolutely see that, yes.
I think he's got the fangs and the out cheeks.
Oh, his head is definitely a Goomba.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Totally. And you know what? Look at the coloring on an Ultra Ball.
You have to.
You gotta throw
it's
an
perfect.
Ultra. I mean, it's, there's certain Pokemon you just have to catch in certain balls.
Yes. Do it. No. Put it to sleep.
He is.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a lower catch rate than a lot of Pokemon. The rarer ones tend to. I'm just glad he showed up so fast. Who knew that Seel would be a problem and Electabuzz wouldn't?
That's the luck we're having while we play this game.
So far.
But
we have now caught an Electabuzz.
I wish he was HM friendly.
Yeah.
He's like, he definitely would have been on the team. Like, it's the farther in, like, now that our team is more complete, it's like, I wish this one was HM friendly, or this one, or that one.
I agree.
Fair.
But you know what? We've gone to 2 areas where we could be exploring, but we're not because we're waiting. And we encountered 3 new Pokemon. I think we've teased people enough for this episode.
I agree. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time for more
Pokemon
Fire
Red
Version!
Rawr!
Rawr!